Hey guys, so I want to start off by saying that I went on my YouTube page and I didn't notice it at first, but I noticed on where it says recent uploads, a lot of my videos are missing. They're not there. And I'm not sure why that is, because it shows it on my video. Everywhere else that it shows videos, they're there. And I checked, they're not private or unlisted or anything like that. It's according to my video manager page. They're there. So I don't know why they're not showing up. I don't know if it shows that way from your point of view, but I did send feedback to YouTube, and unfortunately they don't actually look at your account and try to help you figure it out. They just, I guess do general stuff by people sending in feedback, which doesn't really help me right now. So I'm not really sure why that is. If anyone else has had that issue, can you let me know if what you did to correct it, or what YouTube did to correct it, if it's happened. I mean, I don't know. I've never had this problem before. So I know my videos are there. They're just not showing up on my recent uploads. So yeah, there's that. Okay, so I know I made my last video, was a difficult video for me because just everything just seemed to be happening at once. And even after that video, things still happened. It's just little things too, but over time, when it happens at such a, it's not like over years. It was like over a month period, and just things just added up, and it was still happening. But last night, something good happened, and it was totally unexpected, and like the perfect thing that could have happened. Dropping my stuff. And I'm just so happy that there was like a silver lining to everything. And what it was is my son spent the weekend over at my mother's house. And I went there yesterday to pick him up. And, we were, I don't know, it was like, we were there for a little while, and we were downstairs washing laundry, because I wash my laundry at her house because it just saves me money. And we're downstairs, and all of a sudden my son is like, "There's someone at the door, someone's knocking at the door." And we looked at each other, and we're like, "Are you expecting anyone?" I'm like, "No." She says no. And I was still downstairs. She went upstairs to check who it was. And I came up a couple minutes later, and she's hugging this person. And I looked, and I couldn't see this person's face. But I'm like, it's one of two people. And I quickly eliminated the first person I was thinking, and I knew exactly who it was. And it was my cousin, who I haven't seen in a very, very long time. I know people don't like to say this about family members, or to their family members. But he is my favorite cousin. He always has been, and he always will be. I just like him, he's cool. And we've always had more in common than other family members. So I think that's why we're a lot alike. So that was like a positive thing that happened, because I was having a bad day already. It was just a bad day. And then all of a sudden, he just showed up, and it just makes me so happy that I got to see him, and because I know I've talked about my family before not being there and stuff like that. And I never meant him. I meant other people, like my aunts, my uncles, and other people. Those, the family of that nature. I was never talking about him at all. Or like my other cousins, whom I haven't seen in a long time either, but I'm just so grateful that he showed up. He just happened to be driving by, and we both just happened to be there, and he pulled in. And I'm so glad that he did. So, see, smile. It just, a lot of you were saying to me that after all this, something good will happen. And you know what? It did. It really did. And I'm just so grateful that it did, because like I said, there's just been a lot of stuff going wrong and just all this negativity around me, and finally something positive came out of that. So it's nice. So I don't feel as bad about that kind of stuff. And I've been realizing, I'm switching gears here. I've been realizing that I've been cycling. I didn't realize it at first. I thought I was just depressed, or, feeling down or whatever. Not necessarily depressed, but just feeling down and just, But I realized that there were times when I was happy. It didn't necessarily last long, but then I'd be happy this day, and for a couple days I'd be happy, and then I'd suddenly be really, really down, depressed, whatever. And I realized that I'm cycling. And I am taking my meds, and it has helped with my mind being less chaotic. I described it, I was off the top of my head. I was at my counselor's, I was at my counseling appointment, and I was telling my counselor, I said, I just kind of thought of it. I'm just it's like being at a busy 4-way intersection in the biggest city possible, and there are no lights to guide you, and everyone's just going every which way. Or it's like you're on a highway or a turnpike or whatever, and it's all these thoughts, all the cars going by you, okay? It's your thoughts are going by you, because you have, the one's going this way and the one's going the other way. And just imagine all the cars are your thoughts, and they just keep coming and coming and coming and coming, and you're trying really hard to focus. You're sitting in the car, you're trying to focus, but all it is just all these thoughts. And she's like, I really like the way you explain that. That really gives a better idea to her of what it's like to have racing thoughts. I said, I know there's lots of different ways you can describe it, but I think for some people, they have to hear it a certain way that makes sense to them, to kind of understand, just the thoughts going on and on and on and on and on, and sometimes it just gets out of control. And I think I had a point. Was that my point? Oh yeah, that was my point. I'm sorry. See, I can't even remember what I was talking about. So, yeah. But I think I'm cycling. I don't know if it's just something that's happening just because, or if it's due to the medication. Maybe it's not a high enough dose. My psychiatrist did say that a lot of people that he knows, their highest dose that they usually get is 200. He said sometimes it's 250. But I guess he said his colleagues, along with him, try not to go any higher than that unless they absolutely have to, because the higher the dose, the more risks are involved. So, But some people need higher doses, it's just the way it is. But yeah, so I don't know. I'll talk to him about it when I see him again and just see what he thinks. He might want to increase the dose to 200, which is fine with me. But if it, like, doesn't work, then maybe I should try something else. Because I don't want to go too high on a dose. I really don't. I don't want to be drugged. I just want to be able to function. So yeah. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, big news. I saw my cousin. That made me so happy. So yeah, I hope that he comes by more often. I really do love my cousin. And I miss him. And he's still as cool as he ever was. Not as much of an annoying pain in the butt as little boys can be to, their sisters and their cousins and whatever, but, he's still cool. Okay, so I'm gonna go. That's all I got right now. So, yeah. But like I said, if anyone has had that issue with the recent uploads, like it's not showing your videos, but you see it on your video manager, or I think there's another page you can see it on. I can't remember. If you've had this issue, if you've been able to fix it or whatever, can you just let me know? Because like I said, I sent feedback to YouTube itself, but I don't know. I've never had this problem before. My videos are there. I don't know if you guys can see them or not. I don't know, but it annoys me. It's just, it's bugging me. It's not a big deal, but it's bugging me. So, you know how things get when they just, it's like, ugh. Alright, well, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'll catch you guys later. I hope you're all doing well, and I'll catch you next time. Bye, guys.